Bills since 1973. We are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now, this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Play action. Now it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Escapes the defender. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick yardage.
On play action, Allen steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Throwing now is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successful. And the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Edmonds a 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Rosen looking to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it?
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
We got four. We got four. Check, 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 check. 29 is the mic.
To the air, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rosen will throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Buying time to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
56, 56.
Here's Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Edmonds. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Rosen. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
56.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. Now Allen.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 to midfield at the 47. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taking the flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Finding some room at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Marquez Stevenson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
They had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rosen off the play action. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And this is caught. He hits more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Rosen to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Pass on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Here's Rosen to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. At the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Murray. Flushed out right.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Come on, fellas.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Murray now.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left.
Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
second down at 5. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 61 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
2nd and 20. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, Allen. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 4th touchdown on the year. They widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bills 42, Cardinals 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Murray to run again. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 31, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a